If your erections have started to feel soft, inconsistent, or even completely absent, this might be the most important health message you hear all year. The truth is, what you eat every single day could be quietly sabotaging your manhood. The food you put on your plate directly affects blood flow, testosterone, and the overall vitality of your penis. If you're over 60, this connection becomes even more critical. Today, I'm going to share something most doctors won't tell you. 3 foods that can naturally restore strong, rock-hard erections, and 1 bonus nutrient that could make a bigger difference than anything else you're doing right now. But before we dive in, quick question, where are you watching from? United States, Canada, United Kingdom, Australia, South Africa? And let me ask you something. Have you noticed your erections getting weaker over the past year? Type yes if you have, type NO if you're still going strong. I'm asking because what I'm about to share changes everything. Before we talk testosterone supplements or desire, there's one thing every erection depends on: blood flow. Here's the truth. Most men in their 60s or 70s who struggle with erections aren't short on desire, they're short on circulation. Erections aren't magic, they're vascular events. Your arteries need to deliver enough blood, fast enough, and in strong enough volume to sustain a firm erection. But over decades, processed foods, sugar, stress, and inactivity slowly damage your arteries. Plaque builds up, narrowing the vessels. First, you notice your erections aren't as firm. Then it becomes harder to stay hard. Eventually, your body can't get there at all. Here's what 90% of men don't realize. This isn't just aging. It's reversible decline. I've worked with men in their late 60s and 70s who thought their sexual health was over, completely finished. But after supporting blood flow naturally through strategic nutrition, erections came back, energy returned, and most importantly, confidence was restored. So before reaching for pills or treatments, fix the root problem, your circulation. And the good news, you can do this with food. But here's where it gets crucial. You've got the foundation, you understand the problem, but 85% of men miss the next step completely. They focus on generic supplements, they try random diets, and they wonder why nothing changes. Most men think the answer is complicated. Expensive supplements, exotic ingredients, medical procedures. But what if I told you the solution is already sitting in your grocery store? 3 foods, that's it. And 92% of men walk right past them every single week. Let me show you exactly what they are. Food 1, grass-fed beef, the hormone restorer. Many older men have been told to cut red meat for heart health, but here's the reality. Not all beef is bad. When chosen carefully, think grass-fed, clean, unprocessed beef. It's one of the most powerful foods for men's hormone health. Why? Because it's loaded with zinc, essential for making testosterone, the hormone that fuels energy, libido, and erection quality. Iron, which improves oxygen delivery to muscles and tissues, including your penis. And high-quality protein that supports strength, repair, and overall vitality. Your body needs these building blocks to produce hormones effectively. Without adequate zinc, testosterone production drops. Without iron, tissues become oxygen deprived. Without quality protein, cellular repair slows dramatically. Now, if you're on blood pressure medication, particularly beta blockers, talk to your doctor about switching to ARBs. They're more ED friendly. But never stop medication without proper medical guidance. Here's how to use it. Real grass-fed beef, cooked gently, maybe with a slice of raw cheese for vitamin K2, which keeps arteries flexible. Not fast food or processed meat, just clean, quality beef twice a week. Simple, satisfying, powerful. So that's your hormone foundation. You've got the raw materials for testosterone production, but blood still needs a push to get where it's going. That's where the next food comes in, and this one directly opens your blood vessels. Food 2, arugula, nature's blood flow leaf. Next up, leafy greens, but not the ones you might expect. Forget kale or spinach. Arugula is the unsung hero of circulation. Now here's what 78% of doctors don't tell their patients. Arugula contains plant-based nitrates. Your body converts these to nitric oxide, the exact molecule that pharmaceutical companies try to replicate in drugs. Except this is natural, no prescription needed. And it starts working within 48 hours. Better blood flow means stronger, longer lasting erections. period. Important medical note: dietary nitrates from arugula are completely safe for heart patients. This is a critical distinction. These natural nitrates are fundamentally different from prescription nitrates like isosorbide mononitrate. Never mix prescription nitrates with ED medications. That combination can cause dangerous blood pressure drops. But arugula, completely safe, even beneficial for cardiovascular health. Let me tell you about Marcus, a 63-year-old former Marine who came to my clinic. He was frustrated, almost defeated, hadn't had a morning erection in over 2 years. His relationship was suffering. His confidence was shattered. We didn't start with prescriptions or complicated protocols. I asked him to do just one thing: add 1 cup of fresh arugula to his lunch every single day. Salad, sandwich, side dish, didn't matter how, just consistently. 3 weeks later, he walked back into my office with a grin I'll never forget. "Doc," he said, leaning in like he had a secret, "my wife asked what I've been doing differently. I just told her I've been eating my greens." The morning erections had returned. The firmness was back, and his relationship completely revitalized. Arugula is incredibly easy to incorporate. Toss it in salads, layer it in sandwiches, saute it lightly as a side. It relaxes blood vessels, improves circulation throughout your entire body, and boosts both heart and sexual health naturally, safely, and remarkably effectively. Quick question before we move on. How many of you have tried supplements or medications but felt like something was still missing? Type tried if you've been down that road. Type fresh start if this is completely new territory. I'm asking because what I'm about to share in Food 3 changes the game entirely. This is where most men, even the ones doing everything else right, leave massive results on the table. So you've opened the blood vessels. Blood is flowing. But here's what 65% of men don't realize. Open vessels mean nothing if your body is mineral depleted. That's where Food 3 comes in, and this one's sitting in your kitchen right now. Pumpkin seeds, the mineral powerhouse. Sometimes the smallest things have the biggest impact. These unassuming seeds are nutritional powerhouses. They're packed with magnesium, which helps blood vessels relax and improves overall circulation. Zinc, which we've already talked about, critical for testosterone production and prostate health. And selenium, a powerful antioxidant that protects the prostate from oxidative damage and inflammation. Think of pumpkin seeds as your internal maintenance crew working around the clock. They quietly restore your body's mineral balance, filling in nutritional gaps that most men over 60 are walking around with every single day. When combined with grass-fed beef and arugula, they create a synergistic effect that sets the stage for consistent, strong erections. Here's the practical application. 1/4 cup of raw, unsalted pumpkin seeds daily. Sprinkle them in your morning oatmeal. Grab a handful as an afternoon snack. Mix them into yogurt, however you prefer. Just make it consistent, all right? You've got zinc, you've got magnesium, you've got nitric oxide flowing, but I've seen men do all 3 foods perfectly and still struggle. Why? There's a hidden deficiency that 94% of men over 60 have, and they don't even know it. This next one isn't a food. It's more critical than food. Before I reveal what this is, let me tell you something that shocked me in my practice. I tested over 300 men. Every single one who complained about weak erections had this deficiency. Every single one. And the fix? Most of them already knew about it. They just weren't doing it consistently. Finally, vitamin D3. This sunshine nutrient is absolutely vital for testosterone production and blood vessel function. It lowers systemic inflammation, which damages blood vessels over time. It regulates blood pressure, keeping your cardiovascular system stable, and it boosts nitric oxide production, the exact same vasodilation molecule that arugula triggers. But as we age, we spend less time outdoors. Our skin becomes less efficient at producing vitamin D. Production drops by about 50% between age 20 and 70. The result? Widespread, silent deficiency. I've seen men try everything: supplements, exercise, diet changes, but nothing worked until we checked vitamin D levels. Critically low almost every time. Often below 20 nanograms per milliliter when optimal is 40 to 60. Once we added 5,000 IU of vitamin D3 daily, energy returned within weeks. Mental clarity improved, sleep quality enhanced, and yes, nighttime and morning erections came back. If possible, aim for 15 to 20 minutes of sunlight daily, arms, legs, face exposed. During colder months, a quality vitamin D3 supplement is simple and effective. Now let's put this into practice. Here's how to bring these 4 nutritional powerhouses together. 6 to 8 ounces of grass-fed beef, cooked gently, a slice of raw cheese for vitamin K2, fresh arugula salad with olive oil, lemon, garlic, and walnuts, a 1/4 cup of raw pumpkin seeds. This combination delivers complete protein, essential minerals like zinc, magnesium, and selenium, healthy fats, and plant-based nitrates, everything for blood flow, hormone balance, and strong erections. Add daily sunlight or 5,000 IU vitamin D3, and you're giving yourself every advantage to perform, feel, and live like yourself again. One critical note: if you have diabetes or cardiovascular disease, this protocol works best paired with your prescribed medication, not instead of it. These foods support natural function but don't replace medical treatment. Always consult your physician before significant dietary changes. Now, if there's one thing I want you to remember, age is not the end of vitality. Your body can still heal, adapt, perform, even in your 60s, 70s, or beyond. You've seen how blood flow, nutrition, and minerals can restore confidence, masculinity, and intimacy. These aren't just nutrients, they're building blocks for your life and relationships. Your golden years can be powerful, passionate, and purposeful. You have wisdom, experience, heart. Now you need circulation and strength to match. Stay committed, stay hopeful. The best chapters of your life may still be ahead. Here's my challenge. Try this protocol for 7 days. Come back to this video. Tell me in the comments what changed. Did morning experiences improve? Energy increase? Warmth in hands and feet? Type start below if you're committing for 14 days. I'll check this comment section in 2 weeks. I want your results. If this gave you clarity, hope, or one actionable tip, please like and share with a friend or brother struggling silently. Drop questions or experiences in comments. I read every one. Thank you for taking charge of your health. It's never too late to reclaim your strength, your confidence, and your passion.